Hi there guys, back again with another video. It's been a while, I know, but anyway, better late than never. So yes, I picked up a few new computers, and I left a bit of a hint in the title there. Three great grand old ladies. Because these three computers which I picked up are certainly old and they're certainly grand. And yeah, now I'll show them to you in a minute or so. But anyway, it's not something that I would have personally owned back in the day, because these are purely business computers. But certainly they have that distinct vintage retro look to them, which I love so much. I have come across them in the past, but I think I've seen one out there which wasn't for sale. And back in the day, they were so expensive that only us, I'm sure, those that were really well off could have actually afforded them back in the day, being over 40 years old. But still, they're a bit of history, and they've got that lovely vintage retro look to them. So yeah, let's get on to these three computers which I picked up. The Osborne One. What a classic looking computer. The first truly portable computer. Don't you just love that little 5-inch screen there tucked between those two floppy drives? I mean, it absolutely looks fantastic. Now, this was launched in April the 3rd, 1981, 44 years ago, guys. I mean, wow. And here it is, sitting on my desk. What a classic looking computer. Lovely clicky keyboard. I can just imagine typing on this, doing your presentations and so forth. And next to it, this is actually also an Osborne One, same screen, but this is with the redesigned case. They just updated it slightly. Also using the Zilog Z80 processor running at 4 megahertz with a magnificent 64K of memory. Now, they came bundled with CP/M and the different programs that you could use for it. But I mean, I just love that look. And truly portable as well. Hefty, but yes, still portable. And then finally the Osborne Executive, or Osborne 2. Updated, you can see there, with the upgrade of the 7-inch screen. Still has the two floppy drives. I think they got higher capacity. And then with the magnificent 124 kilobytes of memory. A little bit rarer than the other. About 10,000 of these were made, or just over 10,000, compared to the 125,000 odd of the Osborne Ones. Also a lovely keyboard. I just love that retro look, that all-in-one look. And yeah, there it is. There's the OCC One, or the Osborne One, updated, packed up in its, looking like a sewing machine. So you can see, truly portable. And but still hefty. I mean, that is heavy. That is heavy. I wouldn't want to carry that around forever. But what great old computers. So basically, all three that were in the line of the Osbornes, the Osborne company, the Osborne One was discontinued in 1983, and the Osborne 2 was discontinued when the company went bankrupt, I think in 1984 or 5. So it didn't last long, but still, it set the stage for portable computers, and especially because it came bundled with all that software. It was sort of an all-in-one package, which really made it fantastic. The interesting thing is, the seller that I got this from, he bought it must have been an estate sale, and he thought he bought sewing machines, because I mean, when they're all packed up, they actually do look like sewing machines. And lo and behold, they were Osborne. So I grabbed them as quickly as I could, because they don't often come up, especially here in South Africa. I mean, what a piece of history. And I mean, the Osborne One, when it was launched, or if you look at an equivalent price in today's terms, it would have sold in today's terms for about $6,210, which is about 120,000 Rand in today's money. I mean, you can buy a car for that. I mean, compare that to what modern computers go for. And the Osborne Executive, it would have been the equivalent of about 140,000 Rand, or $7,800 in today's money. I mean, what a price, what a price for having cutting edge technology back then. And especially, they didn't really stick around that long on the scene, but they did set the stage. So a very interesting company, interesting computers. I haven't switched them on. I don't think I will switch them on, simply because I know those reefer capacitors inside them, they do blow. So I don't want to see smoke all over the place. These will definitely be somebody's project, whether they're my project or somebody else's project. I must probably keep these for trade or for sale. I prefer the 8-bit computers and so forth. But a bit of history like this, I couldn't let them end up on a trash heap somewhere along the line. So I picked them up, make sure that we can save them, and maybe one day get them, restore them, and get them back to how they should look. Because, I mean, there's a lot of history around them. I see there is some active groups on Facebook. I think I'll join one or two of them and just see what I can do with them. Maybe I'll take them apart and actually get them up and running. Who knows? But at the moment, I think they just look great. I love that vintage retro look of them, and I'm quite happy to have them sitting on my display cabinet. And especially nice to have all three of them. The Osborne one with the upgraded case and so forth, and then the Osborne Executive. What great old computers. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and remember, keep it retro.